Daily Homes Chuck here, and pretty special day. We've got the 11th day of the 11th month of the 11th year, 11, 11, 11. And the only person I know who's managed to live right through two of those was actually my Nana, and we just celebrated her 100th birthday back in October. So most of us may not ever see a day like this again, and my friend Diana is actually getting married on later on today, so it's kind of cool. But anyhow, let's get right to today's list. It'd be kind of neat if it was 11 homes. It's 13. Didn't want to delete two of them on you. So the first one up is 892 Brassard, and no relation to Commandant Lassard from the Police Academy movies. And it's 312. It's a current model, not current as in up to date, current as in the fruit or whatever it is. Basic inside, not a lot of upgrades. Nice middle-sized model. In the past, they only had the big or the small. You either went 1050 square feet or you went like 1350. This is 1195, and it's a nice little niche, and they've actually put the price in between where those other two sell. I just think it may take a bit of time because it's a little plain inside, but they're going to do pretty well. That's the right price for that one. 25 Van Fleet is at 375. Two-car parking in the driveway. It's a Hills View, and it's 1510 square feet, and that's the only picture I got for you. The big thing with this home that I think is hurting it is you can buy the same home over on 924 Gaisley. They just dropped the price in a couple days down to 382.9. It's a semi. It's the exact same size. It's very nice. Has a finished basement, and it has a huge piece of land. So I don't know how these guys can realistically compete. It doesn't look like there's a lot of upgrades. It looks like laminate floors and like I said, the two-car parking in the driveway. But wait for the photos, you never know. Shepherd is at 379, so hovering right in the same range. Semi-detached, and it's about 1380 square feet. It's called the Lake Point model, and it has a finished basement. Very nice decor inside. I mean, I think the layout is you come in the front door. There's only one big room here, so most people don't choose to do a dining room. They just choose to have the eat-in area in the kitchen, and then just keep that room nice and open. Very, very well staged. The finished basement looks terrific, and there's an extra little bedroom down there, and you can see a couple more shots of the main floor. Gorgeous stuff. And Shepherd is one of those streets. If you don't live on Shepherd, nobody really goes on it, so good street hockey street. When you add up the total finished space, you figure it's probably hovering in the 1900 square foot range, and it would probably compare pretty well to the stuff with only those two floors at 1819. So a bit of a tricky one. Normally this model doesn't go as high as this, but there's always a premium put on for the really good looking homes, staged well, walk in, go wow, and that's what this one looks like. So 1670 Clark is the next one, 429.9, and it's a Powell model, about 1900 square feet, a little bit close to James Snow, so you might get a bit of traffic there. Kitchen doesn't blow you away. I mean, it's got a little area, a little desk here if you want to do your homework or have a computer. Family room kind of opens up to the front living dining room. Bit of a nook there. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's shooting guns or something like that. A little bit of an office nook. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs, so you've got laundry upstairs as well. Good looking ensuite. There's a upgraded sink here, finished basement, and a bit of work in the backyard, a pergola and all that stuff. So nice, nice stuff. So 429 I think is an absolutely fantastic price. We sold a home just down the street. Granted, it was probably about 4 months ago, but we were well beyond here, and it was the same model, had a finished basement, and it was really nice. But I mean, these guys are in a good range. They're going to do well. They put the extra bathroom down in the basement as well. Now, Cedar Hedge is the same model. It's 20,000 higher, and Cedar Hedge is the old 4th line if you're looking for it. It's north of Derry, one of the first phases that Manamy built. And so same model, finished basement. There's no photos, so I can't really show you that. They didn't do the bathroom down the basement. It says they put 100,000 in upgrades. Now, you may or may not get a return on that. It's really hard to say. But they've done really neat things that we don't normally see in this neighborhood. For example, they've done a 98.8% efficient tankless water heater. Very neat. And it's going to save you on your bills. The R50 insulation in the attic. So things like that. I mean, the first phase Mattamy built really wasn't, they didn't design it to be energy efficient. They put in family homes, basically. So Caverhill's in the same neighborhood. 459.8. It's about the same size, a little bit smaller, about mid 1800s for square footage, called a Wyndham Corner. And so the layout on the left side is a formal living room, which you could use as an office, put some French doors. Dining room just to the right. You go further down, you got your family room. Very nicely upgraded kitchen. The cabinets are just, it looks like you could eat off them or whatever you want. I don't know why you'd eat off a cabinet, but they're very clean and the colors match up really well. The wall color and the cabinets, they must have had someone who definitely has their designer shoes on. Feedback on this one, I find some buyers find the kitchen a little small if they're trying to kind of work with their spouse in the kitchen. It can get a little tight in there, but I still think these guys are going to do great. The stuff that's sold in this neighborhood that's reached up in close to 460 and above usually has a finished basement, but I think these guys are in good shape here. Got some neat stuff. Now the roof looks like it's been worked on, so I don't know. It almost looks like an aluminum roof, but it could just be Christmas decoration. I don't know. It looked like it had that look like with the little snow buffers and I don't know what the scientific term is. 1663 Norris is 535. Competes with the one that's been for sale in Clark. Same model, Newgate model. Everybody says it's over 2,500 square feet. I haven't checked the floor plans recently. My understanding is it's less than that, not much less than the 24 somethings. Dark hardwood floors, and Norris is a good street. You have to be careful how close you are to James Snow Parkway. There's a couple of area influences there. That's the loft area just outside the master bedroom right here. It's kind of a handy room to have, especially if you have kids and they just want to chill out and watch some TV and you want to read in your bed. It's a good little spot. So there you go. I think the price is certainly in line with what a home that size should sell for. Thomas, 558. Not a lot of shots of the inside, but you've got that kind of classic pre-World War II looking home. You've got your kitchen here, and you're right across from what looks like the fairgrounds, probably because it's on Thomas. And so it says 5 bedrooms on this one, and so it looks like you've got 4 upstairs, plus you've got this 3rd level loft, which was probably a pretty neat little space. Yeah, I think that being where it is on I think it's a 66 by 130 foot lot. Yeah, I think that's a realistic place to be for a home like this. Robarts is 574. This home has been off and on, relisting, things like that. Lots of money spent on landscaping on this one here. Beautiful stuff. A little bit more plain inside. I mean, I can't see a lot of people really falling in love with the inside. I think most people would probably want to do a little bit of work. And what you can't change, though, is the size of the home, and definitely you can't change the location. Backs onto a pond there. Nice walking distance to the Catholic high school, and there's actually some really good schools. Even the public school there is really good. The community center, you can walk to the GO train, walk to the Superstore, Starbucks. A lot of good places within a very close distance. So the walk score on this one is probably better than almost every home in Milton. So 256 Holmes Crescent, 625.9, and it's a 4-bedroom, 4 washrooms, so 3 upstairs. And beyond there, I don't know. It says hardwood floors on the main level, semi-ensuite. It could be the same one as we profiled yesterday for 575 with the weird toilet that backs onto green space. It says it's Green Park. It says it's over 3,000 square feet. So that could very well be the case. Normally it's a 5-bedroom. This one's a 4. But the master looks like it's huge, so they might have done a bit of modifying. And there you go. I think that without the pictures, very hard to say. It's got to be good if it's fighting in that range. Okay, so Gooch is 705, 3,200 square feet, backing onto a pond. Pretty nicely upgraded inside. Dark kitchen, that's what everybody looks for. That's the only photos we have on this one. 3 bathrooms upstairs, same as the previous one. Granite counters, all that stuff. Up in the 7s, Very, very hard to sell up in that range. Now they're also doing a lease or a lease to own on this home. Parkway is the next one, $989, and Old Milton, 3/4 of an acre. Very nice. Look how big this home is. Triple car garage. You've got a renovated kitchen in here, and nice stuff. You know, I mean, the record holder in Old Milton right now was on about 6 acres, and same street actually, and so maybe a little bit bigger of a home. This kitchen looks better, but they were at $1,050,000. So these guys are definitely paying attention to that sale, and hard to find someone to write a check in Milton for almost $1,000,000 in the city. You can go out to the country where you're getting a lot more than 3/4 of an acre. So it's kind of a trade-off, right? Like the convenience of being close to town, but you trade a bit of your lot for it. So neat listing though, really, really nice. Trafalgar is at 2.195, and it's big old. We haven't seen a really good big home in a while, actually, in Milton Daily Homes. Very seasonal, and the country's funny, you know. If it a little bit slow for a couple months, all of a sudden it just kind of picks back up and recovers all the steam from before. But it doesn't have a real seasonal ebb and flow like a lot of the urban areas. Good looking home here, and of course it is. I mean, it's over $2,000,000. That would be a great place just to hang out. And photos exceptional. You get the wainscoting and the ceiling up in the ensuite. Nice stuff. So beautiful looking listing, and nice little spot halfway between Milton and Oakville. I like it. How could you not? Really, like if somebody gave you this home and says, hey, you want to live here? Would anybody refuse? Of course not. Okay, so that's the list for today. Have a great weekend, and just like I mentioned yesterday, we've got a special guest coming in. Colin Best is coming to the buyer class. It's happening in 2 weeks, so definitely sign up over there. Come for a tour this weekend. Sign up for a tour, or maybe even just come meet us at Starbucks and get your questions answered. Have a great day and a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.